Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recording in progress.
There we go. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. This is Monday, February 17th, and this is the City Council meeting. Roll call, please.
Luther,
Here.
Crow,
Here.
Sutherland,
Here.
Yanko,
Here.
McCullough,
Here.
Schwebs,
Here.
Hintz,
Here.
Solberg,
Here.
Schlew,
Here.
Erdman,
Here.
Sommerfeld.
Here.
Well, as you can see, the mayor is not here tonight. I am Mary Solberg. I'm the president of the council, and I will be taking his place tonight for tonight's meeting. I will retain my right to vote. But other than that, hopefully things will go as normal. So approval, approval of minutes. Jeff?
I'll approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Okay. Is there a second? Matt?
I'll second Jeff's motion.
There is a motion to approve and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carried.
I'll abstain.
Oh, okay. Laura will abstain. Okay, public comments. This is a portion of the agenda where you can come up to the podium and speak on anything that's on the agenda. We ask you to limit it to 3 minutes. And remember, it does have to be on the agenda for tonight's meeting. So public comments is open.
Good evening. My name is Sylvia Gangenbach. I'm here as a representative of the Let's Paint the Town Committee. Sorry about the voice. And I'm here to answer any questions that you might have about our special events request. I can tell you a little bit about this year's event if you give me 3 minutes. This is our 5th annual Let's Paint the Town event. And each year it grows and each year there are more people attending. We've added a few things this year. We brought it back kind of to its center, which was to make it a family-friendly event. So everything is centered in Wilson Park this year. We share that with the farmers market that day, and we help them and they help us. But this year we have the dweebs performing throughout the day. We're hoping to get the Leadington Guard Band to open for us as they have in the past. And then we have vendors, 100 plus in the streets. We have food vendors lined up around the park. And we've really added to the children's activities. This year, we are going to have, we hope, 4 bouncy houses, if David can fit them into the park. And we're going to have more children's interactive games and activities. So it'll be a day when it'll be 80 degrees, sunny, beautiful, unlike today, when people can come out with their families and just have a good time. The event is free, parking is free. The only cost is if you want to be a vendor or you want to purchase something. So we're hoping that this event continues and grows each year for Menomonie.
Thank you very much. And that is a great event and you have done a good job building it. So thank you for all your hard work. Hi.
Hello, I'm Katie Byer, and I'm the interim market manager for the Menomonie Farmers Market. I also serve on the board of directors and have been a market vendor for 8 years. This year is the 25th season of the Menomonie Farmers Market, and I'm here to answer any questions that might arise with our special event packet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else for public comments? Okay, public comments are closed. We will move on to new business. We have a series of events that we're going to approve first. And the first one is the Beat Concert.
Yes, I can speak to this. Thank you, Madam President. So the Beat Concert is an event that's being sponsored by Stepping Stones. It's an event that's taken place for several years. We've had no issues with any of their events. And after review from staff, we're recommending approval for this event.
We can approve all those at once, can't we, the special events?
The way we have it set up on the agenda, we should take those all separately.
Separate, okay,
Yes.
okay. Is there a motion to approve the Beat Concert request? Laura?
I move to approve the special event permit for the Beat Concert on July 5th, 2025 as presented, contingent upon receipt of a certificate of insurance.
Thank you. Is there a second? Chad?
I'd like the second Laura's motion.
Okay. Any other discussion, questions? Seeing none, all those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Carries. Thank you. Now, let's paint the town. This is a great event, so I'm looking forward to, okay. Go ahead, Ryland.
Yeah, I would make a motion to approve the special event request for Let's Paint the Town. Also contingent upon receipt of insurance.
Thank you very much. Randy?
I'll second that motion.
Okay, thank you. Any questions, comments?
Mary, can I jump in?
Oh, yes.
There are a couple of other conditions that we had recommended as staff in the staff report. The farmer's market will be using the two shelters until noon that day, or at least that's the expectation. So we had recommended to make sure that the approval was contingent upon that they could not use the shelters until 12 noon.
Okay. And that was, so that's a done deal and everybody's okay with that?
Well, they're both on the agenda tonight
Okay.
for review.
Oh,
That's the recommendation.
So is that acceptable to you, Ryland, for your motion?
Yes, I guess. Can we have Sylvia up? I'd like to make a motion to invite Sylvia up to speak to answer any questions about that. So I'd make a motion to waive the rules.
Okay,
I'll second that.
okay. There's a motion to bring Sylvia up to speak. There is a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Oppose, same sign. Carries.
So is that work with your plan to
We have always worked closely with the farmer's market. I have not had an opportunity, nor I think has anyone on our committee at this point, other than possibly David, to speak with the new director of the farmer's market about how we are going to coordinate things. My position is that we have always worked well together. We have, given a little here and tugged a little there on both sides and come to an agreement. The discussion that has been ongoing is over the time period that the vendors will be in place. Is that correct, David? So that I believe is what David is addressing, that they are allowed to be there until noon. Correct? Yeah, I haven't had the discussion. You have it with the farmer's market.
Yeah, so normally the farmer's market runs until 1 o'clock. The recommendation is so that the two can work out we felt like noon would be the appropriate time to make that switch over.
sounds good.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. Okay, so now. So there's a motion on the floor. Is there any more discussion? Did we get a second on that?
You did, yep. Randy seconded.
Okay. Did you have another comment, Ryland? Okay. Okay, so all those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries. Thank you. Moving on to the farmer's market. Special event request.
Sure, I can provide a little bit of background and then David certainly can jump in here. So we have the Menomonie's Farmer Market Special Event Request is before you here today. Included in the packet is the basic information that has occurred during normal farmers markets for the times of operation. What is a little bit different in this one, though, is we do have a resolution that's attached to it, which has some conditions on it to be able to manage the market. And then ultimately, we would like to come out with an agreement with the Menomonie Farmers Market to have a long-term one. So that way we can have adequate planning in the future for moving things around in the park, having other events, and also creating that kind of long-term stability that I believe would certainly the city desires. And I also believe that I think the farmers market would desire. So that way they know that they can have access to that space. David, do you want to talk a little bit about the resolution that was created?
Yeah, so there's a resolution in your packet towards the end. Let me just find it here on the screen. So staff has reviewed the application, has recommended approval with several conditions. The certificate of insurance that was provided runs through, I think, June sometime. And speaking with Katie on Friday, they have kind of a rolling certificate, so they'll get a new one, say in May or early June, that will start then at the end of the current term and extend it out to June of next year. So that didn't seem like that was going to be an issue. Picnic tables have been a point of consternation for a little while for both the Legend Guard Band and the farmers market and city staff. So we have taken it upon ourselves every Wednesday morning to come move them back under or back from under the pavilion out into the yard, so to speak. And then after the Saturday event, then we move them back under so that the Legend Guard Band can use them. So we just felt that I felt and city staff felt that if these picnic tables need to be moved, that the folks that need them to be moved should be doing the moving rather than having city staff have to come out on Tuesday mornings or Wednesday mornings after the band concert to try to move them in a very short amount of time right before the market began on Wednesday morning. Garbage. There are a number of garbage cans out there. There are a number of rolling garbage cans that we provide, but there are a number of garbage cans that have liner bags that just need to be taken out and thrown into the dumpster. Garbage at the park comes on Thursday mornings. So if it doesn't get taken over there Wednesday after the market, it has to sit and stew for over a week. And you can imagine how that might smell.
Ooh.
So we would appreciate their assistance with getting that into the dumpsters. And obviously we pay for getting the dumpster to be emptied. There are behind the band shell, there's a storage area. The Legend Guard Band takes up most of that with their equipment. Some of that equipment is fairly expensive. And so we wanted to make sure that there's something in writing requiring them to keep that storage room locked when not pulling. They have like the farmers market today signs that come in and out. But otherwise that area has to remain locked. They have been great about locking up the bathrooms after the event so that we don't have to send somebody over at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. on a Wednesday. So they're excellent about that. And then on the back are the two conditions related to the Let's Paint the Town event on July 19th that we just talked about under the previous item. So we are recommending approval of resolution 2025-01 that includes all the conditions that I just set forth here. And as Eric mentioned, we would like to come to a longer term agreement with the farmer's market so we don't have to do this each time. We could just have it as part of the agreement over a 3 or a 5-year period moving forward.
Okay. Okay. Well explained, David. Thank you. So having said that, does anybody wish to make a motion to approve the special event? Matt?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 2025-01, a resolution regarding the 2025 Menomonie Farmers Market, Inc. special event permit.
Thank you, Matt. Anybody want to second that? Ryland?
Yeah, I will second Matt's motion.
Okay. Any discussion? Laura?
In section 2, can we just get the Ludington Guard Band should have just one D? So just a minor typo there.
Oh,
yeah.
typo.
We will correct that.
Thank you. Any other discussion or corrections? Having seen none, all those in favor of passing the resolution for the farmer's market special event permit? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign? Carries. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Moving down to item D, that's the mayoral appointments to boards and commissions. People that sit on the boards and commissions for the city rotate length of service for each of their terms. And so it's time to renew Lisa Frank, who sits on Parking Utility, and Dennis Kropp for Board of Appeals. They're both renewals. You have anything to say?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Madam President. So Lisa Frank and Dennis Kropp have been long-term serving members of both boards, have served faithfully and can be relied upon to come to meetings and also participate. And then very importantly, they are very prepared when they come to the meetings. So staff is certainly recommending approval. The mayor strongly supported these renewals. And if you support this, then we would look for a motion to approve.
Laura?
Move to approve the mayoral appointments of Lisa Frank to the Parking Utility Commission and Dennis Kropp to the Board of Appeals as presented.
Thank you, Laura. Is there a second? Oh, Eric,
I'll second that motion.
thank you. There is a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign? Carries.
Budget transfers.
Okay, item 5, budget transfers. There are none. Mayor's report. Obviously, I can't give his report because he didn't tell me what to say. So are we going to go around the horn? Is that what we're going to do?
Sure.
Okay.
I have just one thing that I want to make council aware of. So normally we would hold our organizational meeting right after our second meeting in April. We have kind of an odd duck timing for that by state statute. So our organizational meeting will occur on a Tuesday, but it's going to be April 15th at 7 o'clock. So we'll have our regular council meeting scheduled on the first Monday of the month, but then the following week on Tuesday, we will hold our organizational meeting with the new council members that'll serve. So that way on the next council meeting, which will be the third Monday of the month, then we'll have them ready to go for that meeting. So that's just something that we wanted to be aware of. David was reading statutes over the weekend, and so he discovered that. And we thought we better follow the law. So that's why we have that change in there. And we'll send out reminders of it too as
That would be
well.
good.
And then
Yes.
also, when the election is over, then we will swear in the council members that win the elections.
David, do you have anything to add? Back up to Kate.
Go vote tomorrow. That's all.
There's an election tomorrow, isn't there?
Election tomorrow.
Don't forget to vote. It's not local. It's,
No, it is for the department, or I'm sorry, the superintendent of DPI, Department of
Yes.
Public Instruction.
yes, very important. So please remember to vote. Okay, I'm going around the horn. Laura? None? Okay, Eric, Matt, Jeff, you must have something.
I do.
Okay.
Saturday morning at 7-Eleven, Amy and I were given a first granddaughter, Riley Ann, 8 pounds, 6 ounces, 9.5
Wow.
inches long. No more grandsons.
How
Finally
many grandsons do you have?
had 3 grandsons.
Oh, you're looking
Amy
for a little
had
girl.
Amy and I had 3 boys, then we had 3 grandsons, so grandma's
You-
got some little girl to spoil now.
Oh, boy. Amy won't spoil her at all.
No. She was hitting the clearance racks at Walmart this afternoon for,
I can see that happening. Oh, gosh. Well, I'll congratulate her for us too. Cody? No? Chad?
I do see in the news that we are starting to see reports of PFAS contamination on farm fields. Just wanted to bring that up from human waste.
Yeah, we're aware of some of the PFAS contaminants that are being reported around the state. And David certainly can talk to some of that. So we're paying close attention to what that looks like and whether or not that's going to have an impact on any areas that we may spread or our lands as well. Do you want to talk briefly about it?
Yeah, we're required to test our sludge that we do land apply. There are certain levels where notification is required of the farmer, approval is required of the farmer, and then it's just not approved at all. We don't hit any of those triggers at this point, but we are watching the situation.
Anything else, Chad? Ryland?
Just a reminder, who for unshoveled sidewalks, what's the best route for
Filing
report-
a complaint?
for filing a complaint? Or the most direct route?
The best route to take is to call our inspections office, and then they'll coordinate that with our public works to double check those sidewalks. And if we need to make those clearances, as well as if we need to issue tickets or notify owners, that's the best route to go.
Okay, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Randy? Nothing. Okay. Well, then, moving along, we will take it to claims. Was there a revised? No,
It's standard claims list.
just the standard claims list. Anybody wanna, Ryland?
Yeah, I would make a motion to pay the claims list as presented.
Is there a second to that motion? Chad?
I like the second Ryland's motion, and I was just kind of curious as to what the one for Louis B. York was.
Do you have the book?
That is, those are our porta potties. We have a number of them.
Oh, all right, good.
That's okay.
Yes, that's all you needed, huh? Well, okay then. There is a motion and a second to pay the bills. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Roll call.
Aye.
Roll call, that's right.
For
Roll
this
call.
one, yes.
Luther? Crow?
Yes.
Sutherland?
Yes.
Yanko?
Yes.
McCullough?
Yes.
Schwebs?
Yes.
Gens?
Yes.
Solberg?
Yes.
Schlü?
Yes.
Erdmann?
Yes.
Sommerfeld?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's the claims. Now, going down to licenses, we do have a revised license list that was at your seat. So that is the one we're working off of. Do you want to talk to anything on that?
No, we had some that came in a little bit later that we wanted to include for your consideration, being the Game Quest Gaming submitted by Kimberly Lovett, and then Navarre Antiques. That is our Triangle Arts and Antique Store that is operated by Miss Joan Navarre.
Okay. Brian,
Yeah, I would make a motion to approve the revised license list as presented.
okay. Is there a second? Cody,
I'll second.
any other discussion or questions? Seeing and hearing none. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Carries. Well, okay. Now we have to adjourn. Cody,
I'll move to adjourn.
okay. Is there a second?
I'll second Cody's motion.
Who said that?
Matthew.
Oh, Matt. Okay, motion and a second to go home. Any discussion? Otherwise, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you very much, everyone.